If you're into PC gaming and peripherals, I'm sure you've heard of glass mousepads by now. There are countless reviews by other creators which spotlight glass mousepads, all of which are seemingly positive. But do you have one yourself? Before the creation of this video, I've known about glass mousepads but never really felt intrigued to go get one myself, even with all the good stuff said about them, and I don't actually know anyone who has one. Everyone seems kinda contempt about the mousepads that they have right now. I mean, if you're looking to upgrade, the mousepad is probably the last thing you think of, and you could just upgrade your mouse, keyboard, or even PC. Then I got a cat. Say hi to cat. Also, say hi to my old mousepad. Yep, my cat completely tore it up. The traditional cloth mousepad can also act as a cat fur magnet which absorbs cat hair even with routine cleaning. The claws on my cat also tore up the mousepad extremely easy, so I got rid of my cat and changed it to a glass mousepad, which thankfully does not act as a cat fur magnet. Here's what I think of it. First off, everything I like. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I've been using it for about 2 months and I don't see any signs of wear. It also has a rubber-like lining at the bottom which prevents it from sliding around like you would expect out of a glass mousepad. I believe the surface of the mousepad also has some type of coating which helps your mouse sensor actually work and adds some type of friction, although very little. This low amount of friction adds pretty well with a light gaming mouse to achieve a sense of no resistance when you try and move your mouse, even more so than a quality cloth pad. When you swipe, the mouse just seems to fly. Now onto the common critiques. You will need to buy a new mouse kit specifically for glass mousepads if you're looking to buy one. This is because the surface of the pad wears down traditional skates pretty quick, and if your skates are not the correct kind, it can lead to unwanted scratching sounds. I will say though, it's not a big downside. Buying these skates will only set you back like $5 and they usually come in large bulk, so you won't have to keep rebuying them. Most reviews I've seen also say you probably want an arm sleeve if you're looking to get a new glass mousepad because the sweat from your arms can make the pad seem sticky. Personally, I've had some rather long gaming sessions on my PC while using this pad and haven't really ran into that issue. I'm not sure if it's because I don't sweat or whatnot, but honestly, thank God. Not only does arm sleeves cost like $20, they also look extremely goofy. Like, only hate, if you're using arm sleeves and you're not a pro, what are you doing? So the arm sleeve is a downside for yucky sweaty gamers. Any little dirt or grime on the mousepad is extremely noticeable if your mouse runs over it, so you should probably wipe it down with a clean towel before every use. I personally don't mind this downside because it only takes like 2 seconds, but if you think you would, take it into account. Also, I personally haven't moved the mousepad from one destination to another, but you can imagine how annoying it'd be to move a hunky, kind of fragile square around from one destination to another, compared to its counterpart which can easily be rolled up. Finally, the price. I found my mousepad on sale from $100 to $80, but even $80 is way too much to spend on a mousepad when you could just buy a $20 one that would do you just good. This point just really sucks. My previous mousepad costed a similar amount, but honestly, like, it's never worth it. The $100 can be spent better elsewhere in your setup. The only redeemable thing is that glass mousepads are supposed to be a permanent purchase, as glass mousepads wear down much slower than cloth pads, which can easily be damaged and are prone to getting extremely dirty. If you can fork over the money for the glass mousepad, I'd say go right ahead. It's a great product and better than any cloth mousepad I've used. Otherwise, I suggest sticking to cloth mousepads, as the quality of the mousepad doesn't really affect your performance that much in video games. The $80 can be used on a pretty top-notch peripheral like keyboard or mouse, which have a much higher impact on your gaming experience. I personally had a period of time where I didn't use a mousepad, and I was on one of those terrible fold-out tables with a lot of bumps, and I still found pretty good success. I'll give glass mousepads a 7 out of 10 overall, as they're perfect in terms of quality, but the price makes them not worth for the average gamer.